This is Chris Ruskowski and George Gillespie's project for Lab 2. This what we were trying to create here was an audio filtering circuit where we're going ahead and we're going to filter out an audio signal to its low pass, band pass, and a high pass. We also created a modulated dual power supply, as you can see here. Just went ahead and rectified AC and then threw it through some smoothing capacitors and voltage regulators. This will modulate from 1.5 to 10.5 volts, positive, negative. Right now I have it set at its high setting at 10 volts, which we then supply to the circuit. I do have current protection over here at 1 amp. On the filtering circuit, we have on the top side here, we have our audio filtering for the low pass. We go through our amplifier stage. Then we're going to have a VBE amplifier into a push-pull setup, which we then output to the subwoofer. We only did a push-pull for the low pass, so that way we generate enough current to actually activate the speaker. Then we went ahead and did an amplifier for the band pass, which we then went through a transistor also to turn on and off the signal to the speaker. And then we amplified the high pass and filtered that properly to its transistor and output to the speaker. We also went ahead and put some potentiometers on the input signal, so that way we could isolate exactly the amplitude of the signal that we're sending out to each stage. This is just increasing the signal, say, to the low pass, the band pass, the high pass, so that way we can isolate the other two and try and listen and hear if we really are clipping out where we want to, based on our calculations and our PSpice simulations. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the power supply and have some music playing. Alright, so now the music's playing, and if I increase, so we can hear the music coming out. And if I reduce the signals to the band pass and low and high pass, and just leave the low pass, we can clearly hear the bass notes. Everything below, I believe it was 200 hertz, is what we were trying to capture. You do hear a little bit of the singing, almost zero high notes. Really trying to isolate just those bass notes. And then, of course, on the band pass, because there's no push-pull, the current amplitude is not as high as the sub, so I completely reduced that signal. And you can hear the mid-range with lots of the singing. And then when we move to the high notes, so you can hear the frequencies changing. This particular song doesn't have a whole lot of high notes, so it's not as clear. I'm trying to wait for maybe I can pick a different song that has a better range of high notes. Let's see what we have here. Well, while I'm looking, you can hear at least here you can hear some of those high notes, those little cymbals playing as it's clearly coming through. Here we go. See, with this song, there's a little bit of distortion. We only did first order filtering, but if we balance it, we do get a little bit clearer note. This is really the circuit in action. I will try and record one with actual waveforms later. Hope you enjoy.